Welcome to this tutorial on set-content, a powerful PowerShell Cmdlet for writing to files. In this lesson, you'll learn how to create new files and overwrite existing file contents using this essential command. Set-content is one of the fundamental tools you'll use when working with the file system in PowerShell. Set-content is a PowerShell Cmdlet that writes or overwrites the entire contents of a file. When you use this command, it completely replaces whatever was in the file before with the new content you provide. This is different from appending, which adds content to the end of a file. Set-content gives you a clean slate every time you use it. The basic syntax of set-content is straightforward. You use the Cmdlet name set-content, followed by the -path parameter to specify which file you want to write to, and the -value parameter to provide the content you want to write. In this example, we're writing the word content to a file named file.txt. This is the foundation that all set-content operations build upon. Let's look at a practical example. First, we create a new file called greeting.txt and write hello world to it using set-content. Notice that if the file doesn't exist, set-content will create it automatically. Then, we use get-content to read the file back and verify what we wrote. This read-write pattern is very common when working with files in PowerShell. Set-content can also write multiple lines at once. Here, we create a variable called lines that contains an array of 3 strings: line 1, line 2, and line 3. When we pass this array to set-content, it writes each array element as a separate line in the file. This is incredibly useful when you need to create structured text files or configuration files with multiple entries. Here's an important warning to remember. Set-content replaces all existing content in the file without any warning or confirmation prompt. If you run set-content on a file that already has data, that original data will be completely lost. There's no undo button in PowerShell, so always be careful when using set-content on files that contain important information you might need later. Set-content supports several useful parameters that give you more control. The -encoding parameter lets you specify the character encoding for the file, such as UTF-8 or ASCII. The -force parameter allows you to override read-only attributes on files. The -NoNewline parameter removes line breaks from the end of your content. And the -WhatIf parameter is particularly helpful because it shows you what would happen without actually writing anything, letting you test your command safely. Let's finish with a real-world example. Here we're creating a configuration file for an application. We define a multi-line string using the @quote syntax, which preserves formatting and line breaks. This string contains configuration settings like server equals localhost, port equals 8080, and debug equals true. Then we use set-content to write this entire configuration block to a file named config.ini. This technique is perfect for generating configuration files, scripts, or any structured text documents programmatically.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.